What is up, guys? This is Puerto Rican Boy, and today I'm going to talk about Jak X Combat Racing. This is considered to be the black sheep of the franchise because it's not a regular platforming game. This is actually a racing game. Obviously, you can tell by the title. And this was also the last game developed by Naughty Dog. The rest would be spin-offs created by different companies, and Naughty Dog would move on to Uncharted. Anyway, so for the story, Jack and his friends are invited to Rain's mansion, who is Crew's daughter from Jak 2. Crew was from Jak 2. So they go to read Crew's will because he died, and I'm not going to spoil how. And it turns out that the drinks used for the will that were meant to be drank along with reading his will were actually poison. Crew, see, they play a little hologram video thing from Crew saying that the drinks were poison, and that the only way to get the antidote is to win the Crash City Racing Championship, and that the antidote would be the trophy. So and the poison is slow acting, so they have just enough time to win the race and take the poison. And it's kind of weird because the characters show no symptoms of actually having any poison in them, so it's kind of weird. Now, all the while they're competing in the Crash City Racing Championship, there's a gang who's run by a mysterious leader called Mizo, and they're trying to kill Jack and everybody as well because I guess they hate people from Haven City. So you have to face 2 new threats and all that. As for the actual racing now, the actual gameplay. One thing about this game that I hadn't seen in a racing game, this was the first time I seen it, which is where you can customize your vehicle. Now, I'm pretty sure there were other racing games that came out before that did have this feature, but I didn't play them. The only game I played before that was probably Burnout Legends, and I think that came out after Jak X. Or maybe at the same time, because they both came out in I believe 2005. Anyways, the racing itself, it's very similar to Crash Team Racing, and that's very similar to Mario Kart. However, in a way, it's kind of its own thing. There's a lot of similarities in that you're in a track full of hazards and shortcuts, and you also use weapons. You have different eco. The eco definitely play a role in that. Yellow eco is your offensive weapon, so stuff like, you could shoot a missile at somebody, shoot bullets from your car. And the red eco is more of the defensive weapons, so stuff like this little robot thing that it shoots cars for you. So any passing cars, it'll shoot them down, or a shield. Blue eco, of course, it's gonna increase your speed of your car, and dark eco enhances your powers on the weapons that you use. Green eco is the car's health. So yeah, cars do have a visible health because you can destroy each other. Unlike in Crash Team Racing, if you hit a car with a weapon, it doesn't get destroyed. Instead, it'll just stop for a little bit and then just speed back up. So that's one big key difference. Another thing is you got more racing types. So in Crash Team Racing, I don't think there were that many modes of gameplay. There was a multiplayer battle mode in which you had to fight each other using the weapons, but that was multiplayer. And then there's also time trial. So yeah, there's not really much in Crash Team Racing, and I never played Mario Kart. I don't know how many types of races. But in Jak X, it works similar to Burnout in that you're collecting medals from doing different challenges. It's not just winning every single race and then moving on. No, you're actually doing a list of challenges and all that, trying to get medals. And those medals are worth certain points. So a gold medal is worth 3 points or something. Silver is worth 2. So you're trying to get a certain amount of points so that you can enter into the Grand Prix of a certain, because there are 4 different zones that you can go into, which is Haven City, Spargus, the Desert, and Crash City. So there's 4 different Grand Prix to race in, and in order to enter it, you have to get a certain amount of medals or points or whatever. And there are different racing types. I can't really list them off the top of my head. I really don't remember too much of this game because it's been a very long time since I've actually played it. However, I will name some from the top of my head. There's one race in which you have power cells. You're supposed to collect all these power cells, and when you take in the power cells, it'll boost your car up really fast. And then once you're done collecting the power cell, you can also launch it at other players, at other racers, and kill them as well. So it's a really fast game type, and it was pretty cool. Another one is, there's one where you have to destroy some enemies. So you're in this giant field, and your job is to destroy, let's say the first one that you get is you have to kill metalheads. There's a bunch of metalheads in the field, and whichever racer kills the most gets the gold medal. So that was another one. There was also the usual, fighting each other. There's like a bunch of cars together, and each of these cars, you collect weapons and kill each other, and whoever has the most kills wins the race. So there's stuff like that. And one thing that really pissed me off though was on the Judgment Day. That was a reviewing show that used to be on G4. They were comparing this game to Crash Tag Team Racing, and that was not made by Naughty Dog either, but that was made by another company. I played that game before on PSP, and I honestly didn't find it as good as Jak X, but these dumbasses were like, oh, Crash Tag Team Racing is way better than Jak X Combat Racing, and I thought that was kind of bullcrap. I can definitely do a comparison and tell you why I like Jak X a lot better, but I've already taken enough of your time. So anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys with a nice little race, a death race, and yeah, until then, I'll see you guys later. This is Puerto Rican Boy, and I'm out.
Welcome to the first race of the season. Let's see who's got the tread to win it all. All right, here we go. We are seeing some serious bum and grind action. Have a present.
I'm taking fire!
Oh yeah, that hurt. Out of my way. Hey, watch it. No! Here's a little pain. One lap finish. Oh!
this.
Ah!
I got more where that came from.
You can't hurt me!
Lead, follow, or get out of the way.
You saw it here, folks. At least those of you who didn't die yawning or switch to the brand channel. An unknown driver wins his first big race in lackluster fashion. So, tell us what happened out there. Were you frightened?
No,
Well, wait till you race against the big-name drivers.
it gets worse.
Much. Think you can handle it?
Give him a break!
I'll take that as a no, or no comment. And with that, let's take it down to Greaser in Pit Row. That's a wrap. Listen, I'm not getting much smoke off you guys. I need more spin, more heat. Ratings were down 13 points on that last race. Not happening. If you want to get into the club, you gotta win a lot more and you gotta win big. Accumulate serious points and maybe I'll give you another interview. If you're still around.